Morgan Rogers, as we know, is the other big one that Arsenal are after. That's target number one for Arsenal. We've been hearing about it since the transfer window opened. Reports yesterday that Aston Villa have put a shock price tag on Morgan Rogers. They want £130 million. That's what they're demanding for Morgan Rogers. Now, I blame all this on Man City, right? Manchester City with the mega amount of...
Hello Gunners, welcome back to Arsenal Daily Talk, your number one destination for the latest Arsenal transfer news, breaking updates, match analysis and everything happening at the Emirates. If you love Arsenal as much as we do, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications and let's dive straight into today's massive Arsenal news. Come on you Gunners. Breaking: Aston Villa demand £130 million for Morgan Rogers. Arsenal face huge transfer decision. Gunners, we have a major update on Arsenal's pursuit of Morgan Rogers, and this story has taken a dramatic twist. According to multiple reports, Aston Villa have now placed a staggering £130 million valuation on the England international. The Midlands club are making it crystal clear that they do not want to lose one of their biggest stars this summer. The enormous asking price is being driven by today's inflated transfer market. Recent record-breaking deals have pushed player values even higher, and Villa believe Morgan Rogers is worth every penny. Another factor is the sell-on clause owed to Middlesbrough, meaning Villa would not keep the full transfer fee if they sold him. For Arsenal, this creates a massive dilemma. Mikel Arteta reportedly admires Rogers because of his versatility. He can play on the left wing, as an attacking midfielder, or behind the striker. His ability to carry the ball, create chances and score goals makes him an ideal fit for Arsenal's attacking system. However, £130 million would make him one of the most expensive players in football history. Many pundits believe that figure is intended to discourage Arsenal rather than represent a realistic selling price. Former Arsenal midfielder Emmanuel Petit has even described such a valuation as excessive, suggesting it places enormous pressure on any player. So what happens next? Arsenal remain interested, but there is no indication that they are prepared to match Aston Villa's record-breaking demands. Negotiations could eventually bring the price down, but as things stand, Villa are standing firm and sending a strong message to every club interested in Morgan Rogers. This transfer saga is far from over, and Arsenal supporters will be watching closely to see whether Andrea Berta and Arteta decide to continue pursuing Rogers or switch their attention to alternative attacking targets. What do you think, Gunners? Would you pay £130 million for Morgan Rogers, or should Arsenal invest that money in 2 or 3 top-quality signings instead? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another Arsenal Daily Talk breaking update.
Bruno Guimarães, is that a sign? Is that a little sign of things to come? Bruno Guimarães to Gabriel Martinelli. The irony of it, right? Saw after the game that Martinelli was doing an interview bigging up Bruno Guimarães as well. Is Bruno looking at him and thinking to himself, you know what? I like this little partnership, man. Gabby at the back, he helped to get the first goal. I assisted Martin.
Breaking news: Bruno Guimarães to Arsenal? The World Cup has changed everything. Gunners, and this transfer saga may have just exploded. Every touch, every tackle, every brilliant pass Bruno Guimarães makes at the FIFA World Cup is sending one clear message to Arsenal. This is a player ready to lead a title-winning midfield. And now the speculation surrounding a sensational move to the Emirates is growing louder than ever. Although Newcastle United are publicly insisting that Bruno is not for sale, insiders believe this story is far from finished. The Magpies want to build their future around their Brazilian captain, but football has taught us one thing: no transfer is impossible. Arsenal have admired Bruno Guimarães for a long time. Mikel Arteta reportedly sees him as the complete midfielder, the player who can dominate matches, control possession, win duels and provide the leadership needed to take Arsenal to the next level. But here's where things become even more interesting. Reports suggest that Bruno is open to listening to Arsenal's ambitious project once his focus on the World Cup is over. Right now, every conversation is on hold because Brazil's mission is clear: win the biggest prize in world football. However, behind the scenes, clubs are preparing, agents are talking, sporting directors are watching, and Arsenal are believed to be among the clubs keeping the closest eye on the Brazilian superstar. Imagine this midfield next season: Bruno Guimarães controlling the tempo, breaking opposition lines with pinpoint passes, winning crucial tackles, feeding Arsenal's dangerous attack. It is the kind of signing that could completely transform Arsenal's chances of winning the Premier League and competing for the Champions League. But there is one massive obstacle. Newcastle know exactly how important Bruno is. They have absolutely no desire to sell him, meaning Arsenal would almost certainly have to make a record-breaking offer before negotiations even begin. The question is, will Arsenal finally test Newcastle's resolve once the World Cup is over, or is this another blockbuster transfer story that will keep fans guessing until deadline day? One thing is certain, Gunners. This saga is only just beginning. As soon as the World Cup ends, expect this story to move fast. Arsenal Daily Talk will be here with every exclusive update, every twist, every rumour, and every breaking development. So tell me in the comments, would you break the bank to bring Bruno Guimarães to the Emirates? If you enjoyed this breaking update, smash that like button, subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk, turn on notifications, and let's continue following what could become one of the biggest Arsenal transfer stories of the summer.